late at night at the Mars Confections. The front door of the bakery just very gently pushes open into the cold winter air. Quickly gathering up her bags, making sure everything's locked up before leaving, gently pushes closed the door and heads out into the snow of the Kaida district, sort of just an air of guilt kind of surrounding her as she heads off back towards the front gate of Estrella.
Yeah.
Yo.
Nice.
That's not the right distance, but I'm working on it.
I was about to be like, how the fuck is she traveling so many fucking miles?
Yeah, I figured out how to turn it to miles literally this morning. Give me a break. Rushing back down a familiar path that all of you have traveled multiple times on your way to Willowveil, she hurries around in the dark forest, and she doesn't normally take this trip at night. It's not exactly the most comfortable for her, so she's just kind of making sure that she stays small, unseen, and as she gets to this part in the path, rather than continue back to Willowveil like she normally would, she turns off the path, taking a step over some rubble, hopping up and clopping down the sides of the fallen pillar, and pushing her way into the woods, deeper. As she rushes past tree after tree, the atmosphere grows warmer. Almost this hazy overlay. As she walks, she begins to mutter and sort of cast a spell. A spell that focuses her footsteps with each step, creating a small green footprint from which, despite the cold of the atmosphere of the material plane during the winter, sprout small little motes of grass and leaves. And eventually, she comes to a clearing. Walking up towards a overlooking cliff that seems to be set up with banners, streamers, red, paper lanterns sort of floating out in the gentle breeze. Again, that atmosphere still surrounds this place. That soft veneer of magic. Almost making it look like a moving picture rather than reality. And she continues to walk up. And then stops. As she hears something that she never hears here at all. The snapping and the breaking and rending of flesh.
Oh.
She stops in the snow, drops her bag, and quickly darts to the side into a tree. And as she begins to sneak around the outer edges of this outcropping, the sound of gnashing and tearing flesh getting louder, she begins to see long, pointed arms turned upwards, clawed hands slicing into the carcass of some sort of creature that is being torn and ripped to shreds just behind this bush. Splatters of blood stain the snow, creating a grisly, dark, and disturbing scene. And as she gets closer, just barely being able to see this hunched over form, she catches the glimpse of a face.
That's me.
That's you.
Oblivia tearing into, I don't know, what is this? Deer? Rabbit? Who fucking knows?
Moose?
Probably a moose. That seems like something she would do. She's like, okay. And she's kind of mumbling this in Umbran, so Cheyne has no possibility of understanding what it is even.
Of course. Okay.
So how does he... Kind of just tears off a chunk and then shoves it in her mouth. Okay. If I'm gonna do this, I gotta think like him. If I'm gonna figure this out. Okay. I gotta think. I gotta act like him. I can try that. All right.
Cheyne is going to whisper a little bit of magic into her hands, and she is going to summon a root from this tree here, snake a little bit of magic along the ground, sort of unseen over here, have it wrap around a bone, and then chuck the bone out this way to make a sound. And I want to try and do this without Oblivious seeing.
Okay. Olivia looks over. And it just stands up, starts walking over. She is really not she is the apex predator here, let's be real. So so she's not exactly concerned.
Alright, and as you're doing this, dashes across. And Cheyne comes up here to this magical sigil, places her hand on it. Oblivia, your hand starts to burn.
Ow.
Like, really, really burn.
Ow! She's just gonna, like, crouch down and say, okay, this stuff is... Oh, right, it's not ash. Okay. She's just gonna put her hand in the... in the fucking snow.
Despite putting your hand in the snow, it does not stop the burning. Take 1 damage.
Oh. It's 1 damage. That's the equivalent of, like, I don't know, getting a splinter to her. She's just gonna look around this area, not immediately see what made the noise, so just go back.
Ducks down. I need you to make a charisma save. You feel like you're being forced out of this area.
Alright.
Your hand starts to burn even more viciously, and there is at this point, a spark of magic from behind you, and she ducks her head back down. Kind of pulling her hand away, just like, what was that? And then she immediately puts a hand over her mouth.
Oblivia gets on the rock.
Oblivia, you see a funny blue circle and, interesting moose antlers.
Oblivia looks at the moose that she killed, grabs one of the antlers, kind of pull
her head up, and just...
Oblivia taps her chin and goes, okay, well, I guess, hello.
Tilts her head.
Would you like some tea? Would you like some tea? Would you like some tea? Like, putting on her Umbran accent.
Sure?
Yes. Kind of comes over, grabs a tea cup that she probably keeps with her sometimes, and is like, let's see.
Looks back at the circle, looks at Oblivia, who's still not being forced out, looks at the circle.
Grabs some leaves from this bush and just puts it in the cup.
Do you know...
Yo, you got any water?
Looks back at her bag over here that she dropped. Just kind of, like, gently points. There's a canteen.
Opens it, pours some in the cup. Yes. Here is your tea. Kind of hands it over. She's, like, putting on... she has the face that he has, but she's, like, forcing it way too much.
I think she takes the cup. What the fuck is in this cup?
These leaves. Probably some dirt.
Do you... It looks down, kind of, like, wrinkles her nose at the corpse, looks back up at Oblivia.
What? Sorry, wait. What?
Do you know how to make tea?
I mean, I'm trying. I know the basics.
Uh-huh. And you're not here to destroy anything?
I did not say that. Oh, wait. I did not... destroying without purpose would be...
Are you... Okay.
What?
Look, I do not know what the voice is about, but,
Ugh, this is not working.
have I seen you around here before? I feel like I have.
Yeah, I don't know.
Do you mind me asking who you are?
He tears a chunk of meat off. I mean, you can.
Okay, who are you?
I didn't say fucking answer you.
Fine, well, could you at least find a different tree to eat your meat under?
I like this one.
She turns back. This one is mine. Not yours.
Who do you think's the apex predator here, lady? Who do you think's the... I'm the one who killed it here.
I see.
I'm going to finish my meal where I want it, or you're going to be my next one. Got it? Got it. She sits down. Mostly doing this out of spite at this point.
I'm sorry, there's a lack of connection between... She, like, holds the tea. Here you are offering peace, and then you are threatening me. And then you offer peace, and then you threaten me. You can see why I'm confused, to say the least.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
What is your deal?
That's a good question.
She's gonna just pull up a chair, sit down, cross her arms, and look at you.
She starts using one of the moose antlers as a toothpick.
Do you want, like, utensil? Or are you just going to eat like that?
I have this.
Sure.
Look, I'm trying to, like, turn over a new leaf, if that's how the... He always went on about meditating in the woods, or, like, meditating somewhere, being one with nature, or some shit.
If you want to be one...
Then I tried that for a while, and then, well, I got hungry, and then I ate this, so... Honestly, what's more one with nature than killing the shit out of things and tearing into it with your teeth, am I right? Am I right?
Flattest expression possible. Well, I cannot say that's not part of nature. I do not believe that's what this figure meant. I'm assuming. That is an assumption.
Who are you to tell me what you didn't even know?
I heard your words. I have a brain. That is enough to put two and two together.
Right, the brain. She tears into the moose's skull. That's
Cheyne
what I was
looks away.
That's what I was forgetting. I love this part. She starts eating some of it.
Do you have a name I can refer to you as other than Crazy Moose Woman?
I'm Oblivia.
No, like an actual name, like not a joke.
Oblivia.
You serious?
Well, what's your name?
Chendaro.
That's not a name, that's an object. That's a thing.
Pardon me?
You're a thing.
So are you.
No,
Thank you very
I'm
much.
an Oblivia.
Oblivia is a...
You are a Cheyne.
No. Cheyne, not metal chain. Cheyne.
I have no idea what you just said.
Do you... Okay, here. She's going to take a book off of this bookshelf. She is sitting next to a bookshelf, by the way. Walks over and flips open the first page and shows you where there is a signature of her name and just points at it.
Why are you showing me a scribble?
That is my name. It is spelled like that.
You people and your writing.
Do you not... Okay, maybe we should start simpler. Oblivia,
Yes.
do you know where you are?
Material plane.
More specifically, here. She points like down.
Ground.
Less specifically.
Oblivia just kind of mumbles. Oh my god, this would be so much easier if I could just snap her neck. I could just snap her neck. She's not trying to like hide this. It's like it would be so much easier. So much easier.
I think that there's just a level of like she has her guard up, but she doesn't feel threatened by you at the same time.
I could just do that. It'd be so much easier, but no. I have to be one with nature, and your nature.
That is true.
Yeah, I mean, you got the things. She holds up the antlers, and it's like,
Oh.
Well, that's kind of it, actually. Other than that, you're not really nature.
Wait a moment. That sounds so familiar. Do you...
Also, Oblivia is full on just saying that she would not consider Cheyne nature if she didn't have antlers.
That is fucking amazing. Cheyne is tapping her chin and does not seem to have heard that because, like, 2 gears click in her head and she just looks down at you and, like, snaps her fingers like, do you know a small child named Levin?
Yep, I know the kid.
I thought that was a joke. He used to talk about, a lot of people back from where he was from. He talked about you occasionally. I remember the name Oblivia. I remember thinking that it was a... You know, not a name because it's not, but,
You're named an object.
And you were named a thing. We are the same.
No, Oblivia isn't a thing.
It is a
It's
sensation.
a different word.
An experience. A verb. You were named after a verb. Look, I don't want to get off on the wrong foot. This is...
She starts chewing on one of the hooves.
I guess... She, like, rubs her face like, why do you have to be so loud about that? Look... I've had a really long day, a really bad day.
I feel like you...
Do you have to... Can you take your meal elsewhere, please? Just for a little bit.
Oblivia, being a little shit, and while she gets up and then sits over here.
I suppose that is technically what I asked. So do you... Levi said that you were from Umbra. What are you doing here?
Left. Quit my job. I tricked Wildcard into bringing me here. That was pretty funny. That part was pretty funny.
Right. Then I suppose... Do you have a place to stay for the night? Do you need... No offense, but... Being one of this nature during the winter is not exactly kind to people who are not used to it.
This ain't that bad.
I guess more what I'm asking is, do you have a house? Do you like...
Why would I have a
live
house?
here now? I'm sorry that I assumed. It just seems natural.
What do you say? The wanderer has no home. This.
Right, and who was it that was saying all of this?
Yusuke.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the reason that I didn't just look at you and go, ooh, more food. Thought about it. I thought about it.
I appreciate your restraint.
Look, I can take that back at any time.
No,
I can start.
That is legitimate if you're...
Look, I can start being the, like, nice warrior in, like, 20 minutes after I'm using yours as a toothpick. It holds up
I
the
did
antlers.
not ask for that. You have to... Okay. We're backing up. Less aggression, more talking. Do you have a place to go back to that is safe for the night?
No. I mean, I don't really care about safety.
I figured not. It seems like you can handle yourself.
Honestly, what the fuck's gonna try and sneak up on me? I mean, the moose tried.
For the record, I tried and succeeded.
Did you now?
Yes?
So I didn't find you?
You're
That's what I thought.
different. You should not be able to be here.
Uh-huh. 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 Okay.
There is a magical protective spell around this tree. You should, 1, not be able to find it, and 2, certainly not be able to get near it. So,
She puts her hand on the tree.
please do not.
Gets a little blood on it.
She is going to, like, just... Please do not. Look, all I'm saying is that something about you allowed you to come here, and people like that are not common. Far from it. Did you, like, cast a counter spell? What did you do to get here?
I walked.
Really? And you didn't feel anything weird? Anything at all?
I feel weird things all the time.
Any of them happen 20, 30 feet from this tree?
I mean, my hand hurt a little bit just a bit ago.
Your hand?
Yep.
Like a cramp or something more?
Something more burny. Something more fiery. It was this one. Holds up her hand. The one that I can do this with. She takes, like, say, one of the bones and then just drops it into her hand, and then the bone crumbles. The one I can do that with.
I see. That is probably why.
I don't fucking know. No one can ever give... No one ever get, like... Magic's just too complicated, so I tend to stay away from it.
That is fair enough. There are a lot of things I do not know.
Like, there's all the stuff like casting time, or like what you have to hold to cast it. Why can't I just like do the kind of taps part of the bone again? Just done. There. Done deal. It's gone. Easy.
I believe it's something along the lines of the greater the power, the greater the challenge of using the power. If you want to be strong, you have to put in the effort. That sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
But it's the same with magic. It's the same with your mind. If you want to
It has
be...
all the rules and stuff.
Well, you don't have to follow the rules.
I mean, whenever I don't try and follow the rules with that kind of stuff, it always ends up not. Yeah, not.
I see. It could also be that you... If you're not going to try and kill me, or eat me for food, or hurt this tree...
Why would I hurt the tree? I mean, I might hurt you, but I don't know why it hurt the tree.
Fair enough. If you don't hurt me, then... I am...
That's debatable. She eats some more moose.
You know, people sometimes try to do things for you, and when you're so much of a prick about it, it's a little bit hard to be nice. I was saying you could stay the night here.
That kind of sounds like something that he would say. A bit less shouty, though. What did you say, by the way? I stopped paying attention as soon as I was like, I got a memory.
I said you can stay here for the night.
I was gonna anyway.
Great, now you have permission, so I don't have a reason to get mad at you for it.
Okay.
Just leave me alone and let me think. That'll be fine. She's gonna just like sit down in the chair and like lean back and close her eyes, and then like her brow twitches as she hears the sounds. Just like, oh.
Back.
She just like opens one eye and points to the bookshelf. It's like up on top of the bookshelf, like here. It has not been drunk.
She takes it. She doesn't notice. She takes it. She takes a sip. Then she drinks the rest of it.
If you want, I can make you some actual tea.
I'm fine.
You don't
she takes,
seem
like, some
fine.
twigs.
No offense, but your whole MO is a little bit frantic.
Hey, if there's one thing that I picked up from him, it's if at first you don't succeed, bang your head against it. Is that what he said? That doesn't sound like him. Whatever.
Maybe I'm talking to the wrong person about this. I do not know.
She starts stirring a cup of snow with a stick.
She just like keeps looking over. It's just like, nope, I'm not going to help her. She's frustrating as hell, but I am not going to help her. Take care of yourself, Jen. Don't go help her.
She proceeds to drink the snow. That one wasn't so bad. Actually, there were rocks in the snow.
Oh my god.